Hi, this is MustaChess channel. I'm Lisa. So last time, we had a brief look of Botvinnik's scientific approaches to chess. One description that really makes me shocked is that
Botvinnik even divided the sport into individual squares and analyzed one by one.
Of course, this is exaggerated and it's almost impossible in our real game because, we don't have enough time and energy to, spending analyzing each square so careful. But this shows that Botvinnik was rational with his games and was careful in dealing with a range of factors such as pawn structures, weak squares, the value of pieces, and the plan of attacking. So now let's have a look at Botvinnik's excellent but rational tactics. This position looks really complex, but if we use the methodology from Botvinnik and analyze each individual square one by one, combining with the observation of every line, file, and diagonal, we are able to find out that white does not have any serious weakness, and this king looks very dangerous. But black is not able to use this diagonal because black does not have a dark square bishop. Black's king is more dangerous because white has this f-file. And white has a light square bishop, which enables it to utilize black's weak square, such as just g6. And also, this h4 pawn is a serious weakness for black. So if black castles in the future, white is able to play something like queen f2 and capture this h4 pawn. So as white, Botvinnik plays queen f2, threatening this g5 in the future and also threatening this h4 pawn. But here it's even better for white to play g5 immediately and open this f-file. But Botvinnik chose to go safer. Black plays rook a7, defending this f7 square. But this move is useless because still white is able to play g5. Black cannot hit with this f-pawn because white can play bishop d4, and black cannot hit with the knight because now white has a really beautiful combination that is bishop h5. Rook takes, queen f8, king d7, queen f7. Here white is winning a piece and is going to checkmate black's king. So here if black takes with this c pawn, white can play queen f5, both attacking this knight and attacking this weak g6 square. And still white is winning. So now let's return to this position. In the real game, black castles. So here you should pay attention that white cannot take this h4 pawn because black can just simply take. White can only take this rook, queen takes, and now you can notice that black is occupying this f5 and black is having initiative. So white does not gain any advantage here. And also you can't take this pawn because black has a really good move that is taking this knight first. Takes, black takes with the rook. And still, black is taking the initiative. So in the real game, Botvinnik plays g6. This is a very good move because now this pawn is very powerful and white is going to take this pawn, threatening queen h7 checkmate. Black takes f5, trying to protect his h4 pawn. And here, white has a really beautiful combination. Now you can pause the video for a moment and think about how white should play to win this game. So white plays rook b8, a really typical destruction. And now you can notice that the queen is not able to move to any square of this diagonal and protecting this pawn. So if black takes, white can take this h4 pawn. You can also notice that this knight is controlling this e7 square. So black does not have time to move the rook out and run the king away. So for example, if black plays rook c8, white can just check and then checkmate. So black resigned after rook b8. So you see that Botvinnik turned tactics into a rational thing with many factors to evaluate rather than only depending on intuition. Now let's have a look at another similar game. So first of all, let's analyze this position by using Botvinnik's methodology. After a brief examination of all squares and pieces, we can easily find that white has the advantage of a pair of bishop, and white's pieces are almost all concentrated in the king side. But black's king is dangerous, and black has a lot of potential weaknesses in king sides, including this e6 pawn, f7, g7, and h7 pawn. So here Botvinnik, as white, played a very powerful move, that is f4. The purpose is not hard to see, and you know white is going to play f5, opening this f file. Black does not have any good move here, so if black plays g6, preventing f5, this h6 square will be a new weakness. So black plays rook c8 in the real game. And f5, e takes, rook takes. And you know here, if black plays a random move, white has a threat of bishop h6. Really beautiful move. If black takes, then queen takes, threatening rook g5 and queen g7 checkmate. If black plays knight e4, preventing rook g5, white has another beautiful combination, that is knight takes f7. Rook takes, bishop d5. And now white is winning. So in the real game, black plays queen d6, protecting this line. And here, white has a series of really beautiful combination. Now you can pause the video for a moment and think about what white should play. So according to our observation, this f file is already opened and this diagonal is also opened. So this f7 square becomes a more serious weakness. White plays knight takes f7. A really excellent move. Rook takes, bishop takes this knight. And here black cannot take this bishop because white can take this knight. Here is also a double attack and white is winning here. So in the real game, black takes with a bishop. White plays rook d5, queen c6, rook d6, continue to attack this queen and threatening this rook. So black plays queen e8 and rook d7. Now this rook is captured and black resigned. So what can we learn from these two games? When encountering a really complex position that you don't know what to do, just using Botvinnik's scientific approaches, evaluating important pieces and squares, and finding a feasible plan of attacking. If you like the video, you're welcome to share it and follow MustaChess channel. See you next time.